Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the day when my husband was asking me for, I don't know what to call that, what to call her. Should I call her second wife or another girlfriend? I was puzzled because by that time he was asking me for another wife. I don't know, because I wasn't a wife by that time myself. So, um, it puzzles me. It puzzles me so much. You know, you are not yet. The person has not yet. Asked. For the hand of marriage from your parents, and at the same time, he wants another girlfriend. Wow. You know, naive as I was, and as much as I loved, this guy, I agreed to that. I said, okay, no, there's no problem. And then, he said to me, I must appoint, another girl. Guys, be careful who you get married to. Be careful. And you know what amazes me about me, I love this man, and I failed to see all the signs. All the signs. The only thing that I did, I went on and married that guy, and I agreed to what he was asking, and he came up with three names, and one of the ladies was my friend. She was my friend. You can imagine. So yeah, I agreed to that. I don't know, Hore, you know, o guy, because I was looking at the point ya gore maybe he'll go to my parents and pay some lobola or do something so that I can qualify to be that first wife, that a person who can appoint number two wife. Yo, um this is so deep. This is you know it's something e leng gore e utlwisa botlhoko bagaetsho, e utlwisa botlhoko in such a way that I couldn't think straight around this man. I couldn't think straight. All I could see was this guy I adored, this guy, ne ke mo idolizer, ke mo rata with all of my being. I couldn't deny him anything that he says goes. And like I said, in my previous videos, Corey, it was like I was living in a trance. The person that I am today, you know is not the person, onekiliena by that time. It's two different women. And looking back at all of these situations that I went through, if I was the person that I am, the woman that I am today, I wouldn't agree to any of those, and um, I was being denied, I should go look for a work. I was being denied to go back to school. I was being denied everything, every right that I have. Molefatsing, I was being denied everything by this man. And I thought he loved me so much. I thought he was jealous. He doesn't want other men to see me and everything. I failed to see the real person that he was by that time. And guys, the life that I led back then, it's e utlwisa botlhoko in such a way ya gore how le motho, you'll ask yourself, didn't she think, didn't this woman see what kind of a person, what kind of a man this guy is, and yeah, years went by and everything, him doing his stuff. I I believe this guy, since e le gore we were together for such a long time, and I believe gore there were something like, if not over 20 ladies, if not over 20 ladies that he had been with, because the way ke monang ka teng, he was not that type of a guy who would settle for one woman and be satisfied with everything. And the way he was and everything, um ko ntlong, I used to do everything in his favor, everything in his favor. I took care of him, I took care of his emotions. I'm not supposed to hurt him, like he was fragile to me. Like another person will say, uh, ke tla reng, I don't know how to put this thing. I don't know which word to use. The way ne ke le ka teng, the way I was towards him, it was like, without him there's no life. Without him lefatshe le fedile. The world, will collapse without him. I won't be able to live any longer if I don't have him in my life. In such a way, I did let him, play with my emotions. I did let him, play with my time. Play with my time. I don't know, I should say that. Because I gave him that time, I voluntarily gave him that time. I voluntarily gave him that power over me, you know, of which by that time I didn't see it that way, but now I see it, everything, nje that happened to me, I let it happen. And I want to say to ladies, out there, they should look for sign, any sign, anything, that the man can, do, especially when it comes to controlling you. You are not supposed to be controlled. You are not an animal. You are supposed to live your life, freely, like the way modimo a go tlholetseng gore o phele ka teng. If you want to go to school, go to school. If you want to finish, your education, if maybe like you want to go look for a job, work and everything, and by that time I had children, and his salary was not enough to cater all of our needs, and there he was, not allowing me to go to find a job, or to go work. So what I'm saying, guys, ke gore, these upcoming, youth, please, please, please do not just go into a relationship. Do not just go into, marriage because, you are supposed to be married at a certain age. You are supposed to have a boyfriend because other people have got boyfriends and everything. And all I want to say, I went through all of these things because of my background. My background says a lot, because now I wasn't receiving the love ya the parents, the way ne ke tshwanetse ke receive ka teng. I was not receiving the advices tse ne ke tshwanetse ke di receive. I was slow to think. I was very, very slow to think for myself and everything. But I knew what I wanted in life, But I was denied. I was denied by this man. And I allowed him, I take over my life. He should think for me. Practically, nje, this guy, unaphela bophelo ba ka le ba gagwe. He was living two lives, my life and his own, and all I want to say, guys, all I want to say, you need to be careful of, being involved in relationships, banna ba e leng gore, their foundation is not related to God. Their foundation is not God, It's so nice to be married to a man who submit to Jesus, because Jesus submit to God, and he's supposed to submit to Jesus, and I'm supposed to follow him. He's supposed to be my leader. He's supposed, to lead me, and I'm supposed to submit under him. I was so submissive in ka tsela e nngwe e utlwisang botlhoko, in le mo dilong tse e leng gore I was supposed to speak out and everything, and I didn't say anything, I didn't do anything, because I didn't see anything wrong with that life in a gay pale. You understand that? If, like, it's a different thing. If you see something gore mare, this is not right, this is wrong, it's another story. Like, if you don't see anything wrong with the situation. I didn't see anything wrong, and this led me to the fact that he went to my parents and asked for the hand of marriage and everything, and all, we got married and everything. And as years goes by the time I was pregnant with my last born, the one that he wanted me to abort, and Ari, no, I was not pregnant. I already delivered my baby. My son was around 1.5, close to 2 years. By that time, he was asking me. Yeah, he was around 2, and I remember him asking me that he wants to, he is asking for a permission from me. By that time, I'm already the wife, rightfully wife, yes, with my ring, with everything, and I was holding all the cards according to me, and to show that he was just doing it for the sake of doing it, asking me for the sake of asking me, because whether I agreed or not, he was gonna take that lady as a wife. He was gonna marry her, whether I like it or not. So I didn't have any other choices, guys. I said, no, there's no problem, whatever you want, guess what happened? At the end of the day, he divorced me. He divorced me. I believe that lady didn't agree to this situation. She was not compromising. She knew what she wanted, and clearly it shows I was too compromising for this guy. Neki compromise too much in such a way. There are people who doesn't compromise their happiness, guys, out there, and yeah, he eventually divorced me, and he got married to this lady, and that was that, and the lenyalo le long he didn't even invite his own sons, his own children and everything. So yeah, guys, that's the story of my life. Please do subscribe and share my videos so that you can get notifications so that you don't miss a bit. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Love you.